So we're here at the Kepak stand at Ploughing 2023 and I'm joined by Kepak's Jonathan Forbes. Jonathan, what's the mood like with farmers here at the moment?
Well, it's a horrible morning, I suppose, to start with, Breffney. So I suppose I've spoken to a number of farmers, a number of customers this morning, and I suppose it's a key time of the year for farmers to kind of reset for the winter and reset for the spring and kind of take a view on what they're going to be doing. It's a kind of time to reflect on what they've done for the spring, what they've done over the summer. It's been a really difficult year, as you know. A couple of very hot months in May and June, and a couple of very wet months in July and August. Cattle and sheep haven't done well. There's a lot of cattle that haven't come fit for slaughter on time. They've had to go in with meal, they've had to go in with feed, and it seems to be having a knock-on effect on the numbers being processed right now. So we see some cattle being rolled forward, possibly having to be housed, but definitely having to get some concentrate to get finished on time. So it's a mood of reflection, and it's a mood of looking forward to make decisions for the upcoming winter and spring.
And what are Kepak doing here at the Ploughing? I suppose what is the stand about and what are they trying to promote?
Really, I suppose, and it's a huge opportunity for the business every year to come and show a little bit about our values in terms of how we want to operate, a little bit about our programs. It's also about meeting the team and meeting our suppliers. We don't view this very much as a business event, but it's very much a meet and greet event. So we're obviously sharing the stand today with Certified Irish Angus, which we've done for the last number of years. It's a very good layout, as you can see. We've got our procurement team here, our ag team. So we've got some of our sustainability team here. We also got site managers. So it's just all about meeting and greeting, having the conversations, and perhaps some food, some teas, coffees, and some food as well.
And I suppose, Jonathan, then just on the trade at the moment, I suppose where are prices at currently? And I suppose, have you got any sort of an outlook? Obviously, it's very difficult to predict, but have you any sort of an outlook on where we're at and where we're headed?
So, Breffney, it's very difficult to predict. In fairness, right? We've had a difficult year in terms of market terms. The market has been challenging. The disruption around the flow of cattle probably has disrupted that sale as well. You've seen the global beef trade really a lot of disruption in it as well. Australian beef is back 30%, American beef is up 30%. That's all had knock-on effects even within the European trade. So the cattle, like I've said, haven't come through like we would have foreseen. So there's cattle being rolled forward because they're not fit to kill. So I suppose the question mark is, do those cattle roll forward and get slaughtered in October, November before housing time? Or do farmers elect to put them to the shed and feed them and have them perhaps more so in January, February? So there's a few unknowns, I think, in terms of establishing where the supply piece is going to be. From a market point of view, it still remains challenging. And
I suppose we had seen last year, Jonathan, that manufacturing beef was doing a lot of the heavy lifting for the trade. Is that still the case, or has that changed?
No, you're absolutely right. There's a massive uplift in the value of manufacturing meat last year, and we've seen that a lot of that value actually come back out of it this year, as the market's kind of more normalised, is what I'd say. So yeah, value has come out of that, the manufacturing meat for sure.
And then as regards steak meat and the prime cuts, what kind of direction are they looking?
I suppose from our own business point of view, we're very much focused on the retail spec animal, and we have our commitments to supply year round on the retail spec animal. So that's probably held reasonably well. So that's probably a view on that.
And then I suppose dealing on with the dairy calf to beef and the suckler calf to beef, I suppose what aspects do you focus on in both of them sectors, I suppose, as working in Kepak?
Yeah, dairy beef, has a huge role to play. We have our 2020 club that we're here promoting today as well and providing information on. We're seeing huge growth in it. We've made changes to it and invested further. Turlon and Kepak have both invested further in the programme this year, and we've relaunched it again. And we've seen even further interest in the programme. So it's something that we're committed to. Genetics, the technical support, and producing the animal between 260 and 400 kilos. We cannot forget the suckler animal. It has been the cornerstone of our meat industry and how we've marketed our image of the product. As a business, we're procuring over 20% of the heifers nationally. So that suckler bred heifer is a huge role within our business. If we can manage to produce the steers under 400 kilos efficiently, they're obviously very, very suitable to us as well. And there's huge opportunity, you know, in terms of sustainability, the commitments around emissions reductions to reduce the age of slaughter and perhaps finish a lot of these cattle younger and under 400 kilos.
Jonathan, thank you very much.